All right, next up is Natalie Hughes. Natalie is an 11th grader at Liberty Magnet High School. She began drawing and sketching clothing at 8 years old and fell in love with fashion design. She lives, I'm told, in a family full of entrepreneurs and aspires to attend a high-end fashion program to design powerful couture statement pieces. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie is the founder of AllWays Apparel. Welcome, Natalie, to the stage.
When did we decide that we had to change our bodies to fit our clothes? You see, this problem has become so normalized when it can be so easily fixed. Since I was a little girl, I loved playing dress up. I still do, but when I would do this with my sister, I would often feel disappointed because the clothes never looked like they did on me as they did on the models and the princesses on my TV screen. So over time, I became more and more insecure as I tried on clothes that continuously failed me, clothes that claimed to fit all, but often squeezed too tight or pulled too loose. So I went to my mom about it. Hi, Mom. And she told me after having 5 kids, she struggled to like her body and clothes. We see her as beautiful, but the clothes never made her feel that way. So I realized that this was so common and it's not talked about enough. The problem was never our bodies. Bodies change, it's a part of life and it's natural, but the fashion hasn't once changed with us. So I started designing. I started creating what I wished existed, clothes that didn't punish you for being yourself. And what started as my frustration slowly became my passion and then my purpose. I realized most brands don't design for humans. They design for a mannequin, this one base body resized up and down. This is why clothes technically fit but never feel right. They don't design for real life, real movement, and real proportions. So Always Apparel takes a different approach. We follow you through every season of life, from lounging to living to once-in-a-lifetime moments. We're not building a casual wear, we're building a whole wardrobe around you. We offer inclusive sizes from extra, extra small to 6X, and we want clothes that work well in real life and not just in the photos. So we never chase trends, fit always comes first, feedback shapes every drop, and pricing stays realistic. That's how we build trust, and trust builds loyalty. With every one of our sets, which is the one I'm wearing now, we will be including an affirmation so that with every piece you take home, you bring home a little bit of peace, joy, and positivity. We will be selling through our social media, online store, and word of mouth. And tonight, I'm asking for $5,000 so I can put toward making Always Apparel available to everyone through improving my website, marketing, inventory, and branding. I hope to have a physical store and make this bigger one day. So please don't settle for less. Wear what loves you back. Thank you.
So how will you ensure the perfect fit? Do you wait until you have measurements and then you make the clothes, or is it how are you going to solve for that?
So before I even launch, I'm going to do tons of fit testing and data analysis. So we start off testing a bunch of different sizes, going from the extra small to 6X, and we bring in lots of people and we test them in real life, and we come up with the most accurate. We're never going to be perfect, but we can get as close to it as we can. And after doing that, we're going to create a more optional sizing chart. So you know how they have tall and petite and curve? We're also adding a loose fit and a tight fit, depending on what you would like.
Are you planning to maintain inventory, or is this order on demand? And tacking on to that question, looking at your plan, it looked like you were saying you would be sewing this clothing yourself. Is that just the embroidery, or is that the entire garment?
So right now it's both, but I do want to make time more efficient. I do realize that inventory can stay on the shelf very long if it's not being bought, and I don't want to sew so many clothes that I can't put out. So I do want to eventually like meet new people and get the clothes made and then put my embroidery and my design on it.
And there's a bunch of different segments in the fashion world where there's sweatsuits and then actual suits, workwear, those types of things. Are you going to be staying within one niche, or there's going to be a couple different styles of clothing that you're going to be making?
It's definitely going to be tons of different styles. Everyone likes different things. No one is a set person. So I want to give a huge genre of different options and clothing that you would like. And I will have like a little customer chat on my online store. So if you recommend anything and you're like, hey, I would write this on the store, I can implement that for you.
Thank you.
How do you plan on managing the large amounts of different styles of clothing that's available?
So yes, that's a good question. What I really want to do is work with more people, preferably my family, because they've, love fashion as well. So I want to have extra help to help me do all those large items, but I do not want to sell anything that isn't going with my branding. So if it's not designed for you, I don't want it for them. So I would rather take the time out of my day and sew all these clothes for them and come a little late than give them something that they never really wanted.
Can I ask, excuse me, one last question? Have you thought about it like a subscription model? You mentioned yourself about bodies change. If someone bought this suit and in a year they wanted something else, would there be some sort of discount model or subscription model that they could come, you could kind of retain that customer for life, essentially?
Well, no, I haven't thought about that, but that is a good thing I can implement.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.